What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my podcast. I'm Ranger Mario, and here we got Jimmy.
Yeah, hi guys. I'm Jimmy Zhang, and it's my pleasure to be here to be with Mario. Yeah,
So, tell me more.
uh, yeah. I'm a new agent in Keller Williams Memorial, and I'm so lucky that I had the opportunity to know Mario,
Hmm.
and um, as far as I know, he's one of the like sunshine guy, and I enjoyed he being around. Yeah, I do appreciate that.
You got any questions?
So, what brought you to a real estate business?
Oh man, I was just tired of my previous job working in retail, and I noticed that it was time for a quick change.
Hmm.
That's where I started doing school. Went to Champions. Went for like a month. I did it really quick.
Yeah.
It was just a breeze. Then I took some time off, and then I took the test. Took me a while to get it,
Hmm.
but I got the job done. And also went to came down to Keller Williams Memorial, and I just started my career there.
Yeah, that's great. And uh, we know that there are some rules change recently, right?
Yeah.
And what on what's your opinion about this change?
And honestly, not much has changed. At the end of the day, someone got to pay the commissions, and we'll be the consumers. If you bring your value, you'll get your check. You will get paid based on what you give out. And honestly, the lawsuit just doesn't make sense. It's gonna hurt. Most important, the sellers.
Hmm.
So it's very encouraging that sellers pay the uh, the agents what they're worth. They don't have to pay the whole thing, but it'll be great if they contribute to our contributions through the transaction itself. It's how things are.
Yeah, I think this change in the long term will not like really impact the whole business, because there will also always be demand. There will always be supply, and we as real estate professional, we are in the middle trying to help the buyers and sellers to make the deal happen. So that's what our value lies. So I think in the long term, the market will find out its way
Hmm.
to like reach another balance again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of changes going on in our market. We have a drop in the rates. And it's going to
Yes.
continue dropping. We hope it goes back to what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we got to take it a step at a time. We'll be dropping even more. Definitely around the 6%. That's the sweet spot. So right now is the perfect time to go and buy. I go out and search, interview agents, get approved for a loan, and get familiarized with the market.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and there's a concern regarding the recent employment rate, because it seems like the employment is dropping.
Right.
So that's the reason why the federal decide to like tune down the rate. So what do you see from this point of view?
Oh yeah, it's sad, but we gotta keep moving forward. Set your eyes for what's upcoming. I'm very optimistic about what's coming down in November. We people have woken up and realized what's at stake, and it's our economy. Biggest important thing, and especially when our relationships with other countries as well. It's surrounded by the economy, and there'll be a bright future coming in.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, even though we see the numbers dropping, because it's not like everywhere in the States, and we are luckily we are in Houston. It's one of the like high growth areas in the States. So I think we are lucky enough to suffer less than maybe other states. Yeah, and with the strong like immigration and people moving from other states to the Greater Houston area, yeah, I think that the market here will eventually be better.
That's not how you fix the economy. That's not how you fix the market. The market by itself will fix itself, and you gotta sit down and just watch.
Yeah, and so
They'll work with people as long as you are able to pay the mortgage. You can afford the mortgage. You should definitely go after these inventory that they have down there.
yeah, because in the end of the day, you are building your own equity, and that benefits you and your family, right?
Yeah, definitely. Equity is very important in building wealth. People that bring that narrative about the fear of the economy. There's been talks about the economy crashing, a possible crash. But you got to keep your head up and fight the storm. Yeah, it's gonna be worth it. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
And talk about storm. Yeah, we all know that the last storm burial brought some problems to our Houstonian. So, is everything okay with you and your family?
Oh yeah, we're doing great. We didn't have much to. We were lucky enough to have like a minor damages. Just a few tree branches, a few shingles flew away. But what we saw with Centerpoint was a very tragic thing, and the importance of communication. Communication is always key, not just for personal, but like even in the workplace is very important. Just keeping track of communication and talking things out. Then at the end of the day, you will find results.
Yes, I think this event also is itself as an opportunity that allows us to learn how we should like counter this kind of natural disaster, because in the future we can see that the climates keep change, and the possibility of extreme weather events are getting higher and higher. So I think we should all learn how to prepare ourselves for this kind of event. So I think basically this is an opportunity for us to learn that.
Yeah, it's always important to prepare ahead of time. Me personally, I always have canned foods ready to go. You can also find military food at our a few stores. You can get some online as well. It comes in handy. You don't have to be in the military to get that. Also, I mean, if you go to your grocery stores, your local grocery stores, they'll have guides. I mean, this information is pretty much everywhere. I mean, you can just even go talk to your school. I mean, they'll provide you with community help, community resources. I know our local news stations, radio stations always talk about these things. They also provide with guides throughout their websites as well.
Yes, I think in this period of time, it's important that we prepare for this kind of event, and it's also very important to reach out to the community, to the school, to the local community, to the neighborhood, to prepare everyone for the next event in case it comes.
Always keep your head up straight and expect the unexpected. I mean, we've been through this before. We had Hurricane Imelda, Harvey, Hurricane Ike. We had a few tropical storms. But also we had flood situations like the Memorial Day flood back in 2016, 2017. A few people were they were still stuck in the roads. It's not convenient because, believe it or not, our road systems are designed to keep the flood away from our residential areas. It's a way to maintain the flooding, the flood streams, and prevent from casualties. And also, I just went to a meeting with TxDOT a few days ago. It was at about the construction of this intersection between 610 and Highway 69 off of the Galleria, Bel Air area, where they are building water pumps underneath the bridges, the highways, and it's to keep the water away from preventing our areas, our residential areas from flooding. And it's something innovative. I never heard of it. I wish the media was covering this, but never do.
Yes, and talking about flood, so we all know that when you buy a house in the greater Houston area, the flood zone is always an issue. And can you share your technique about how to locate a property properly?
I mean, you can check with always contacting an inspector. Get that inspection when you're looking for a house and you have an interest in a certain particular area. Also, your realtor should know this. I mean, it tells you all up in the documents. We have that information. But if you want to get insurance, you can also get insurance. Also, don't forget to check my friend out, Talia David with Goosehead. She will get you right. She's really an expert in these situations, home ownership, and how to get that insured. But anyways, yeah, there's been a few cases where people have complained about the flooding, and then apparently they were never aware of it. And it just hurts. It hurts our industry a lot and our reputation as the go-to people when it comes to real estate sales.
Yes, I think it will always be a good idea to consult a real estate professional before you decide to buy a house, and let them help you. Let them bring their knowledge and their database to you. That in that way, you save yourself a lot of time, and but most importantly, the risk you might be facing if you knowing nothing and just jump into a house.
To be a way to go away to waste. Fine thing to do. Always ask about these things too. You gotta let your realtor know, or whoever's in charge of your real estate assets, to ask questions about the flooding, the flood history. That information is always accessible as well through our counties. They have the information there too. You can also ask at FEMA. They keep track of it every year. They evaluate the floods, the storms every day. So it's good stuff to know.
Yes. I think it's important to access all this information before you make any decision, and a good real estate agent will help you with that. That's definitely.
Yeah. That's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, living here has been of memories I made, and I've seen the worst of it. I've seen the best of it, but there will be no other place I would rather be than being here in Houston. Yeah, very diverse.
Yeah, I cannot agree more.
Yeah. You tried any foods?
Uh, yes, I tried. I tried the Tex Mexican food and some uh, Texan barbecues. Yeah, and also there are many Asian foods available in Houston area.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so diverse that if just you want, you can literally find everything here. Is there any particular kind of food you personally prefer?
Some good burgers.
Burgers?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So,
Preferably burger joint on North Shepherd. They have the most juiciest, moist patties I've ever had
wow.
in my life. I mean, they're big and huge, but it satisfied my hunger for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so besides burger, um, is there any other food you enjoyed a lot? Barbecue, yeah.
Tacos. There's a few taco places, but the most authentic, I wouldn't say authentic, but taco stand right across Burger Joint on North Shepherd. It's in the Heights.
Uh-huh.
I like their tortillas.
Tortillas? Wow.
They're handmade. But they look handmade. It's also has some sort of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Normally I don't eat tortillas, but I'll make that one exception.
Yeah.
It's the only one that doesn't mess with my stomach. Yeah. Very important. Anyways, I definitely like Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue, yeah.
Julie put me onto that. She recommended a spot and kind of loved it.
Uh-huh.
Caesar salads.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
You can't go wrong with Caesar salads.
no, you cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just by living in Houston brings you the opportunity of getting access to various kind of food, the various kind of culture. That's the benefit. Yeah, HEB is my personal favorite. Before I moved to Houston, I never heard of HEB, and when I was in California, we used to go to Whole Food. We used to go to Kroger, but never HEB.
Kroger's?
Yeah, but
In
because
California?
yeah, but there wasn't HEB there.
Yeah,
So-
it's a regional thing.
Yeah, so when I first saw HEB, I just tried to pronounce it heb. Yeah, so it was weird. Yeah, but when I really walked into HEB, I found, wow, it's so huge, and it's a paradise of everything.
Yeah.
You see every kind of, from fresh fruits, vegetables, all kind of poultry, meat, fish, seafood, almost everything, and the quality is good.
Right.
And the price, from my point of view, is reasonable. So HEB became my favorite place to go, and I personally enjoy the lemonade by HEB because even though it's like mass production, it tastes just like you handmade it. So for me, it's the place to go. That lemonade is the only lemonade I would buy. Yeah, no other brand.
Sky.
I'm not a big fan of sports, but sometimes I do enjoy the game. So we all know that this year there was the Olympics in Paris. I followed that, and I do enjoy it a lot. So I followed the volleyball, I followed the basketball, and I enjoy all the games, especially the volleyball. This time I support the Japanese team, the men's team and the women's team, and they did their best. They've done a great job, even though they are eliminated. But
Right.
yeah, but you see how they fought like strongly. Yeah, so I do enjoy the game. And when it comes to the basketball, wow, it's amazing. Yeah, you see all the superstars.
Right.
Yeah, Curry, LeBron James. Yeah, and you see all the challenges from other countries like France, like Germany. Yeah, you know it's really a strong competition. It's not just a show; it's a real competition.
Right.
Yeah, in this game. So I did enjoy a lot. And
Nice.
you? Did you follow any of them?
I tried watching it. Big track guy. Track and field. You always get your buck for your review. Other sports. Try watching the soccer games until the U.S. men's got eliminated. The women's, it's the women's. They're still a competitive team, even though the other countries have caught up to them. Basketball, there's not much to expect.
Yeah.
You got like the world's greatest there. You got the U.S. and then you got other countries with Luka Doncic and Serbia, I believe.
Yeah.
Not too sure. And then Jokic, another great guy. A lot of Europeans are great. And then France has been building great stars. Is it Ginobili? I might have the wrong guy. Well, Tony Parker. Tony Parker, playing San Antonio, who's from France. And outside of that, I really did enjoy watching the gymnastics team.
Gymnastics, yeah.
It's very impressive what they do there. Volleyball, I kind of watch sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Too much involved.
Okay, so do you know that 2026 there will be a World Cup in the Americas?
Yeah.
So probably there will be some games in Houston.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. So how do you like that?
It's gonna be interesting. We're still under construction.
Uh-huh.
You got a lot of parts of town that are still rebuilding. Prices will go up in terms of like Airbnbs.
Mm-hmm.
Even though some places, especially it's hard to find a place in the inner city that doesn't have restrictions on Airbnbs. A lot of people don't like them because people tend to throw parties.
Mm-hmm.
There might be chaos. But we handle big events. We had the Super Bowl
Yes.
4 times. In over 50 years, we have hosted it 4 times. We obviously we've been to the World Series a few times.
Mm-hmm.
They have done a great job. Heads off to the police department. They're the ones facilitating that. We had hosted collegiate basketball, the tournaments there. That is always it's easier when you have like a community designated for that, for major sports.
Yes.
We have hosted other regional soccer tournaments, especially down here in Texas. Especially Houston. Houston is surrounded by, you have a huge presence of Latino communities.
Yes.
So obviously they're going to be